let's talk grapes. Now, again, I love a good grape. Never really grew grapes ever in my life until we moved into this house. I was like, this is something I want to do. I've always wanted to have a beautiful grape arbor and just think Italian villa. I always wanted to have that little space. I thought it would always be so cool. So my husband put up with my shenanigans, and here we have it this year. It's finally done. So it's connected to our chicken coop, and as you can see, the grapes are happily growing on it. So we use the tires not to keep in soil or anything. We use the tires entirely to keep our chickens out. They love to scratch and claw at all the things and find all the yumminess. And what we have to do is we have to protect our plants from the chickens. Hence the giant garden gate. The garden gate, we get deer here, and I actually am not even worried nearly as much about the deer as I am our chickens. They have terrorized our garden massively before. So what we did was we had just some simple metal stakes in place from last year, for 2 years now. When the grapes got put in, I bought them off season. I know they're purple, that's all I know. We will find out what they are when they start fruiting, hopefully this year. It looks like we might, I got to even show you on video. I haven't seen these before. Look, I think they're baby grapes. There, if I could get it into focus. That is so amazing. I think we have grapes. We've never had grapes before. This would be our first year with fruit. So now I definitely have to keep you along for the journey. So Beyond TP and Milk is so much about sustainability and so much about living a life that you can control. So I can go to the store and buy grapes, but think about all the wildfires that have ravaged the West Coast. What happens? Grape prices go through the roof. I'm choosing, because I know my son loves grapes, to try to grow something. I don't know. I've never grown it. And yeah, it's taken some time and effort and a little bit of learning, but now you have no idea. I didn't even know these were here yesterday. Now we've got baby grapes. This is so amazing. I don't know if I can get into focus, but we have grapes. And a lot of them. They're all over the plant. Holy cow. So, sustainability is more than just, how much I can be prepared. It can also be about having fun and what can you sustain for your family. And in this case, I wanted to have grapes, and I recognize I have tons of friends who live out on the West Coast and are impacted by those wildfires. And, it ravages that area every year. So if I really want grapes, I need to be able to take care of my own family. I don't have to have grapes. It's not a necessity, but it is something fun to try and explore and now show my kids. This is going to be an amazing aspect when they're done playing D&D, to show them we're actually going to have grapes. We're going to have fruit this year. So make sure when you're looking at sustainability and being prepared that you're not freaking out about everything. Have fun with it. Have your own Italian villa, which is what I always wanted. Now, I'm not going to put some silly little cafe chair under this space. I think it's going to be more for my kids as a hideout. When they're trying to play in the backyard, it'll be a lot more of a fun space. But again, grapes. Who knew? So it has taken us, by the way, we bought them off season when we moved in. I planted them when we moved in. And so this is now their 3rd year. So we're only just getting fruit 3 years in. So when you think about purchasing fruit, bushes and vines and things like that, you need to know when you want to get your yield. I didn't think I would even be getting any fruit this year. So that's an overjoyous experience. But if you're planting trees, you need to do your research and figure out how long is it going to take before you get your fruit, because you don't want to be expecting fruit your first season and then not get any. So again, Sam Groff, excitement of grapes and grape trellising. it was a really simple task. We just plugged in, so you can see the whole entire trellis real quick before I let you go. It has a cinder block base so that the wood would not be directly in the soil. It's got a pressure treated 4x4 post and one massive pressure treated T-joint, because we didn't have anything else around the house. And then it has just regular 2x4s on the outside, and we had a extra pressure treated piece of wood in the center. So this is 8 foot long, 8 foot wide is the width of our chicken run, and it is, if I remember, it is on its shortest end, it is a little over 5 foot tall, because I'm here and I'm 5 foot tall, so it's just a little bit taller than 5 foot. And then over here at its higher point, it is closer to 6 feet, 6.5 feet tall. So my husband has to duck, poor man. But again, sustainability comes from a lot of ideas, and you really want to embrace what it is that you want from your life. Do you want to have grapes? Do you want an Italian villa? Embrace it. Have fun with it. But enjoy the process, because if you don't enjoy the process, then it's not worth it. I'm going to let you go for now. See ya. Have a good one, everybody.